Doing it? We're gonna be live on the internet?
We're live on the internet.
Okay. I'm
I gotta
glad
get
we're
some better
live on the
buttons for
internet.
this. I've seen Bee's like semi-professional setup, and she's got like this external like button pad thing, and I'm like, oh man, I want one of those.
You don't like our hodgepodge together homebrew? Lack of adventure. Lack of
It's
adventure.
I gotta take a picture of this hodgepodge. Um,
You do. You do. I think a lot of us would
it's
thoroughly enjoy it.
got like the dashboard screen over here, and then our video
Mhm.
screen over here, and then like all the tech and the light and the yeah.
Uh-huh.
Never
I'm
mind the
so glad it's
hodgepodge
you.
behind me.
I'm so glad it's you because I need to have us full screened to have a hope of seeing what it is that you're going to show me.
Well, I gotta have this full screen because that's what I'm showing to the internet.
uh, that's the thing. Guys, it's time for the monthly live episode. I'm awake, I swear.
Are ya?
Nope, it's a lie. Like the
Uh huh.
cake, it's a lie. It's hot.
It is, but it's also dark and rainy, and my brain does not know what to do with this.
We had a little bit of thunderstorm this morning. How do I know? Because Phaedra came to find me.
Oh, poor
She wanted to sleep
kitty.
with her human. It was loud and startling to poor cat ears. But her stress level was to come find me and then headbutt and tuck her ears away. So I just assumed it was loud on her poor eardrummies.
Aw.
Which, to be fair, it was loud enough it woke me from a sound sleep. It was pretty loud.
That's pretty loud.
It was pretty loud, probably harsh on the kitten ears,
Yeah.
since, she hears better than I do. So I didn't give her any grief. I let her pile in and hide her head. Because it's harsh, like sounds are harsher for them. That's totally fair. I have no idea what episode number we're on. I don't know.
We're on episode 326, and
Okay,
hello to
cool.
everybody in chat.
Hi guys in
Asa,
chat.
Susanna, Jude, Tracy, Nikki's
Yep.
watching in the car, not
Yep.
driving.
Yeah, well,
Jude
yeah,
says awake is overrated.
I feel like pants are also overrated most of my days. So fair,
Agree, I'm wearing a skirt today.
fair. I'm wearing a dress, not that that's unusual. Speaking of scaredy cats, she's at my feet.
Uh
I
huh,
remember
uh
to
huh.
turn the fan on at my feet so she gets air circulation, so she doesn't get too hot.
Oh, good.
It's not about me getting too hot, it's about my cat overheating.
We messed around with our thermostat settings and I closed the vents downstairs, and so the air pressure upstairs is a lot better now. Turns out if you turn the thermostat down like 3 degrees and then close some vents so the cold air actually gets upstairs, it gets better.
Okay, so in the realm of so common, I was pretty sure you already knew how to do that, so I didn't say anything advice. That's really up there.
I.
Okay, okay.
I
Please
don't
tell
know,
me
it
you
just like,
know to
I
put.
didn't realize how high the thermostat was.
Please
Turns out
tell
it was.
me
Like, it was set for a good temperature for
how
like the
to.
main level.
Do I
The
add?
basement's just always cold.
add you do have
Um,
cheesecloth over your vents, yes?
no? Why?
Because it doubles the filtration. So you have your filter, which your furnace filter needs to be replaced every 3 to 6 months.
Yes, we have done that.
And if you put a thin layer of cheesecloth and then put your grate down, like your vent grate down on top to
Yeah.
keep it in place, the cheesecloth will also catch some of the larger particles. It just keeps cleaner air in your house.
Eh,
And you change them the same time you change your air filter.
that's a thought. It might also prevent me from dropping bits of yarn down the vent in this room because the vent is right next to the garbage can, and the number of ends that I have dropped down the vent. There's gonna be a little pile of dusty yarn down there one day.
Secondary purposes in the house was to keep the cat toys from falling in the vent. Then my dad refinished a room and forgot to put a vent cover on the vent. So then it was find the cat in the vent system day.
Oh dear.
So that phone call. My cat's in the vent. It's usually followed with a how did you get in there? Unbeknownst to me, there is an uncovered vent in this house. I've now found it. I just have to wait for her to come back out so I can cover it. The cheesecloth is big. Like I do it here for the two vents that come into the apartment. I've got the cheesecloth just on the back side of them because it adds an extra layer of air filtering for me. And because I'm allergic to like everything, including air,
That makes
this
sense.
is a good thing. It's a good thing. All right, episode 327,
26.
26. Let's do an episode. Guys, welcome to the Northern Knits podcast. Two friends in fiber who knit, craft, crochet, and talk everything in between. My name is Jocelyn, and my co-host is
Diana.
It's episode 326. Believe it or not, when we record, that's the length of time between when she tells me the number and when I spit it out regularly because I won't remember. It is 30 plus humidity. It's gross here in Manitoba, given that I'm a winter child.
But the air is wet. I mean, it's raining, but also it's just the air is wet level of humidity.
Yeah, it's just sticky.
Yeah.
Everything's moist, and it's not fun. It's not fun. I have to remember to message the mysterious Mr. B. We're going to play some Kill Team after this. Ooh. And I have everything we need for burgers and fries, short of buns. And because I'm doing this, I don't have time to take the 2 hours to make buns. Nor do I necessarily want to turn my oven on today to make buns. And I think I might see if I can charge him with ice cream duty. So we can have burgers, roasted potatoes, and ice cream for dessert with some coleslaw, because I made coleslaw yesterday.
We're going to a potluck barbecue tonight, so I got to make potato salad after this.
Potato salad is stupid easy. I love potato salad.
I do a warm German potato salad recipe with like bacon in it.
Gross, but okay.
No, it's super good.
Not the bacon, guys. The warm part. Not the bacon. The warm part is the part that I'm going ew to.
I figured. I'm not usually a fan of the warm potato salad, but this one. This one works.
It hits too hard against the cold homemade potato nostalgia of my youth. I can't do it. That's fine. I accept my shortcomings and make my mom's traditional potato salad and then eat a family's worth by myself in 2 days because that's healthy. I'm almost done liquid and we've just started. So. I may honestly abandon you guys to get more beverage shortly. Because we don't have plans. I'll let you know what's in my cup. I'm drinking some lemonade. Homemade lemonade. So it was me, 3 lemons, a pitcher of water, and some sugar. Last night, because I heated up the water because sugar melts better in hot water. Did that. The lemons were frozen yesterday when I pulled them out of the freezer because you can freeze lemons straight. So I left them thawing. Then I juiced them. They were thawed, but they were cold. It's cold. I don't have a lemon juicer, so I just juice it and then hold my hand over the top to catch the seeds.
Oh, that's so cold.
It's so cold. I don't have a lemon juicer. I'd love a lemon juicer, but there's many things in my life I'd love to have that I don't own, like a food processor. Things on my wish list. It's expensive, including little small stuff, which is weird, but here you go. We just find the box grater attacked me yesterday. I cut my knuckle.
Awesome.
Grating carrot for the coleslaw. So it was good. I have been wounded, but I have victory lemonade. And I bumped up the lemon tart by adding a little bit, a lot more than a little bit from the bottled lemon you can get. Well, it's so tart and it's so sweet and I love it so much. And I'm going to need a second glass. So at some point, I'm going to let Diana talk with you guys and I'll go refill my cup.
So Jude started the day by setting fire to breakfast, just broke one of the big mixing bowls by bouncing off leg onto floor. Awake is very overrated.
I've had those days.
That's
the point where I go, and we're done. We're done. We're calling mom. We're done. I'm not accomplishing anything else today. It's okay. The parents started their garage sale shopping. My mom might not be a crafter, but she's a DIYer, and she's been making different types of fake flowers. So She loves the Pinterest. We find all sorts of interesting and great stuff. That's how we found the tomato cage gnomes. Like,
Mm-hmm.
you can find a lot of stuff on Pinterest. I found a crochet dress that I want to make on Pinterest. But she's found a technique for making flowers out of plastic milk jugs, aluminum cans that I think she's uses. She's got hose that she's turning into a pot and flower stems. And I think she ended up using pool noodles to make rushes. Anyway, she wants to supplement the DIY stuff with fake flowers, just the ones you can purchase. So they're off to garage sales for the rest of the summer to find fake flowers because it doesn't really matter what color they come in. The idea is to add color to areas of my mom's yard that don't get enough sun or get
Mm-hmm.
way too much sun for real flowers.
Right.
So that's the goal, knowing that they'll have to replace the bought flowers every couple of years anyway. These are the same people that have mushrooms in their front yard, like stone mushrooms and fairy houses.
Okay.
The fairy house is really cool. And my mom's currently trying to figure out how to turn the extra large, I think it's stone or wood toadstool into a fairy apartment so that you could like see the little balconies and the windows running up the toadstool for the, yeah, with the little chimney stacks up the side.
Cute.
Keeps them busy. This is the important part when you get retired, as far as I can tell. It's finding make work projects.
It's important to keep busy.
And crafting is fun. And it means fewer plants, and she grumbles about plants, so I'm happy to encourage the DIY projects. It's interesting. I want to see how they turned out, but I did ask if they could keep an eye out for Petty Point China,
Mm.
which is the point of the story. Because I broke a plate this week, and my everyday dishes are Petty Point China. It's an incredibly common China pattern,
Yeah.
like super. So I'm like, I want more. I will continue to break them as I go. They're China, which
Yeah.
is fine. I break Corelle dishes, so it's not like it'd be any different. So unless I'm going to go to plastic barbecue season table stuff, which I am not willing to do, this is just how that works. But it's not too bad. In 2 years, I've only broken one plate, one bowl, and a mug. Then the mug isn't the China, it was just a mug. So
It's
like
not
for
bad.
me, I'm doing really well. Just made to curse myself now. Things will happen. That's all right. Anyway, what's in your cup? I've got sugary lemon water, and I'm very happy.
I have fermented tea.
Okay.
I have rose and hibiscus kombucha.
Ah, you do like your floral teas.
I do. It's also the bottom. It was the bottom of the bottle, so it's got all the what's it called?
Okay,
The mother. It's a little bit extra. There's a little bit extra going on.
it's not for me. The only
Anyway,
fermented things I think I like are like miso.
oh,
I think
Susanna
we've
can break
discovered through
Corelle
the year.
dishes too.
It's a skill. It's a skill. If you ever see on Instagram, it's a very cheerful little yellow teacup, with like a sunflower pattern on the inside. It's yellow, blue, and white. And that is the only remaining piece of the two Corel dish sets that I bought when I bought my first house when I was 19. It is the only thing that's left is this one solitary teacup and saucer. The rest have died over the years.
It happens.
It happens. It's fine.
Jude says, I've broken more than that in the last quarter. I'm a klutz. Oh my gosh.
I have, thankfully, in the last decade or so, slowed down on the volume of breakage of myself, of my environmental stuff. Has it gone away entirely? No. But we've slowed down. That's the important part. Maybe by the time I'm 60, I can pretend to be classy. I have hopes.
Man,
Meh.
lots of people are able to break stuff, apparently.
Oh my god. Totally a thing. That is doable. It's not hard. And that's fine. That's the point. That's how we get stuff. So I
Okay,
can
so
do
that covers
things
what's
on
in
my
a
phone.
cup.
I'm going to turn that all the way down
Hello, telephone.
because no YouTube. And now on my phone, it aggressively decides I want to watch shorts.
Oh dear.
Point of record, I don't like shorts, people. I'm not a fan.
We get lots of views with
Not a
shorts,
fan.
though. I gotta make more of those.
It's
I'll,
fine.
I'll do
I
the shorts.
understand.
Don't worry about the shorts.
I understand the joy and view of it. Same with like the TikTok videos and the Instagram reels. There are such a select small number that I can visually follow.
Yeah,
That makes sense. You add print, I
they're
have no
extremely
idea what you're
visual.
doing. If you write on it, like if they'll have like the written stuff on it. I just see the blob where the print is. So I have no idea what you're talking about because it's not
Mm-hmm.
accessible.
Yeah.
All I can do is get a vague impression of the image and I hear the soundtracks. So, like, my favorite are the cat ones because they're usually making fun of cats or humans on the audio track with pictures of cats. Okay, I might not be able to follow what they're doing all the time. We're not even going to talk about how often I had to watch the one where Damien fell in the lava to figure out that there was a cat on the bottom rung of the cat tree falling off the cat tree onto the ground while they were going over the rules about how the floor is lava. Like, I got there
Uh,
eventually, and it took some time. Took some time. So the amount of interaction I can have with that level of visual is very limited. So I'm just it's not a thing. I won't do
yeah.
them. Diana's got you covered
Telephone, I put you on Do Not Disturb. Why are you making noises?
because we love you. What I need to
Anyway,
do is pull up our giveaway video and do the YouTube random comment generator prize draw winner. So, do you have any cool threads?
I know.
I
I
know.
wear
Okay,
my hexagon cardigan in that like half hour where it's cool enough in the morning, and that's about it.
that's fair. I very clearly am not right now.
It is too warm, except for socks. Always socks, especially if you're doing a lot of walking. Hand knit socks, so nice. I suppose I should fill some air while you're doing a prize draw.
I am doing a prize draw. Oop, and I have my number. It doesn't take long. I just didn't do it before we started. So I have to have my phone here so I can see what's going on.
I guess I will talk about this
No.
giveaway. Midnight
Yes.
Cravings very kindly gave Jocelyn a couple skeins to give away when she visited, like 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago? I don't remember. When you
Yep,
went to
about
the Bigger
2
Fiber
weeks.
Festival.
Yeah, I went to Maker Fiber Festival for the 16th of June. So 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. So we have a couple of lovely skeins. There was a speckly, a white one with like blue and green speckles, and I think that one was Seven Seas. And then there was a gorgeous blue one, and that was it was something else. It was something else sea and water related. So 2 weeks ago, we started our giveaway video thing, and you had to leave a comment on that video. You had to be subscribed, like the video, and leave a comment on that video for about what you like to do near water. And we got so many great comments about just like chilling or reading or frolicking. I think somebody was frolicking
There
in the
was a
water.
frolicking. Yeah, yeah.
Something about hanging out in hammocks.
Um,
So that was those were delightful to read.
Here's the thing, people. Okay. I have to check to make sure that everybody who enters is subscribed. I need a different number. Back to Google. Try again. Okay.
What else can I say about stuff and things? I don't know. Chat, help me out. What am I doing? I'm excited. I might get to go to a water park with the kids when they're here in a week and a half. Dear God, that's too soon. But we might go to a water
You
park,
got a lot going on, don't you?
and that's gonna be Super fun. I think we're also going to do Canada's Wonderland, which I've never been to. That's like a giant amusement park. So that
Okay.
should also be interesting. Basically, I'm going to be a giant child for a week, but with the privileges of being an adult.
I
And
love
I'm
how you
so
phrase that.
excited.
Privileges of being an adult. This is important.
I'm
We're
so
going
we're gonna
to.
go to ROM, the Royal Ontario Museum, because nephew is very interested in mummies, and I am very interested in
That.
dinosaurs.
You are very interested in dinosaurs. We're going to do this. And then I'm going to stop trying to read this. And via the
We're gonna go to
magic of
CN
the internet.
Tower, and we'll go to the aquarium. That's another water themed thing. I've never been to the aquarium either. I've never done all of these touristy things. Like Toronto is right there. I was in it on Thursday, and
I've sent you a text.
I've never done the
How have you never done the
things
touristy things like the aquarium and the
because there
museum?
was
What
a
is wrong with
pandemic
you?
and they were all closed, and then I just got used to not thinking about it, and I kind of forgot they were there.
Lazy bones. All right, I sent you a text. Then it's an important text because it has our winner.
Okay,
And
that's the
that's how
one
we
that's
do
on top.
things. Yes.
Okay,
Double
so
check to make
our
sure they're subscribed.
hmm?
Double check to make sure that they're subscribed to the channel.
Okay. How do I how do I do that? No, I can figure that out.
All right.
All right, your turn to fill air while I click on things.
It's easy. I can showcase the 2 yards. We've got a high tides and we've got a, I forget what the second color was called. Seven Seas. Why these two colors? Because I obviously gravitated towards the really pretty dark blue, and then they offered to give us two skeins of yarn for giveaway, and they picked up this one and they said, "What other one?" And I said, "I don't know, you pick." Dealer's choice, and some squircles, which are circle square stitch keepers, stitch markers, and they are just as adorable, cute as they sound, because they're a square, but they're also a circle. I love them very, 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 very much. Oh, I love their yarn. I need to do more stuff in their yarn. I need to do more stuff in their yarn. It's just too pretty. It's just too pretty. As a thank you tag, and a little brown bag, and no, I'm not mailing it. I will give some money to the amazing Aaron, and I will get Aaron to mail it, because in that way it shows up. Guys, that's a thing. But that is what we have for showcasing for winnings, so that works. Oh, things and things. I obviously have no cool threads because it is way too freaking hot. I do have Warhammer happening this afternoon on my coffee table. So as soon as we're done this, I need to, now that I've cleaned the coffee table off of the sewing project, the knitting project, the crochet project, and the cat toys that were on it, it can now turn into a table for the use of Kill Team terrain. So that is how that should work. I do have projects. I got one project. I got two projects. I have three projects. I have four projects. I have four projects this week. I don't know how many projects Diana has, but I have four projects this week.
I have
Which is really good.
three and craft off stuff. And you know what? I'm just going to go on honor system because I cannot figure out how to actually confirm. So
okay,
honor system. Fair. Okay, we have our winner.
Honor system. Got it.
All right.
It's a series of buttons. It takes me forever to find it.
It is a series of buttons. We're so professional. We should have done that beforehand.
That's fine. We were busy running around doing other things.
Anyway. Oh, chat says the yarn's very pretty. Okay. So our winner for
getting lemonade,
the pretty yarn, is Melissa Bell 1806. She likes to look for beach treasures, shells, old fishing lures, pretty rocks, and anything else I can find. Heart emoji.
Oh, gotta love a pretty rock.
Oh man, I just realized the favorite thing that I like to do near water. Because I grew up in the prairies and there was no oceans. when I'm near an ocean, I love poking at things in the tide pools. Because I always thought that was so great when you're a kid and you just get the
Hmm.
kid
Hmm.
stories about, oh, we went to the ocean and we poked at the things in the tide pools, and I always thought that was so cool, and we didn't have that. And so now, even as an adult, when I'm near an ocean and there's tide pools, I love poking at stuff in the tide pools. It's
You
so
are an
great.
odd duck. You're an odd duck.
Yeah, you know what? It's the childhood thing I didn't get to do as a child because we didn't have oceans, okay?
Well, yeah, but you would have gotten to do things as a child that people who live near oceans that don't live in prairies wouldn't have gotten to do.
Like what?
I
What can you
don't
do on a
know.
prairie that you can't do near an ocean?
I don't know how prairie your upbringing has been.
I grew up in a town with 4,000 people, so.
Yeah, but like, were you cool enough to go to the quarry to drink in high school?
Oh no, I was not cool enough to be invited places to go drinking.
So like, I
Who
don't
do you think
know.
I am?
I don't know, because like your small town life experience, my small town life experience is
Well,
probably
see,
very
that stuff
different.
definitely did happen. I just wasn't cool enough to be invited.
Yes, I was invited from Brandon to go to Minnedosa to those types of parties.
I was not cool.
So I don't know if your small town life experiences and my small town life experiences are the same life experiences. Like,
Probably not.
have you been slightly inebriated and riding on the hood of a car? I have.
I have not. We did break into the swimming, the Kinsman Lake. It's a
Well,
pond, a man-made
yeah,
pond, basically for
man-made pond.
swimming.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
We might not have an ocean, guys, but we have lakes and dugouts for days.
anyway, we broke in there, went skinny dipping, and stole a picnic table.
Yeah, that counts.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Or
you
rather, I
also
was
have
there
a
while other
different.
people went skinny dipping because I wasn't sure that I could swim properly. And you know, when you're illegally breaking into a place and naked, that seems like a
Did you
bad
not
time to start
take?
drowning.
Did you not take swim lessons as a child?
I did, but again, not
Okay.
near water, so never practiced. So, like, I know the theory of how to swim,
Not
but I'm in
practice.
water deep enough to swim in approximately once a year, so I don't. I
Primary
can
childhood
probably.
primary environmental childhood danger in this province is drowning.
Small town with an
Does,
overpriced
across,
dugout to swim at,
across
okay? There was
across the
not a lot of
province,
swimming.
we lose what 3 to 6 children a year to drowning in this province. It
I
is a
was so
huge
rarely
childhood
in
threat.
deep enough water that it mattered.
I don't know about your life style and upbringing. I'm beginning to worry about the lack of experiences you have had in your life.
Oh,
I'm going to
my
go
childhood was
first.
exceedingly dull. It was so boring. That's why I read a billion books because nothing ever happened.
I mean, so did I, but I also wore my costume dress, rode my bicycle, and went over the front end of it. Ruined the costume dress too. I've also
Anyway,
dumped
sorry,
dirt on
a
my sister's
giveaway.
head from a balcony.
We got completely
We got a
sidetracked.
winner.
Melissa Bell, yes, should contact us.
Yes, please email us at northernnitspodcast@gmail.com. I will not go looking at the comments. I will not go looking at Instagram DMs. I will not go looking. I will look at the emails. You have to email. I will not chase you down. I love you to bits. I am not your mother. I am not your caretaker. You have to do the emailing part.
I'll reply to the comment.
Oh yeah, the comments will get replied to, so like you'll know that you're the winner. But
Yeah.
I private information should be private, and by email means both Diane and I can track the information. So like it by email, please.
Yep.
Then we can
So we'll
file
reply
it
to your comment
everything
when we're
away.
done here, and
Yeah,
yeah,
I
get in
might
touch.
leave that under you to do.
Okay.
I apparently have to go play Kill Team with my orcs afterwards.
Okay.
4 projects, not counting my very clearly won craft time vote. So, as feared, my cast on was twisted. So, we're back to a ball of yarn.
Oh
My Lycan and my
no!
crack, which is going to become the Como top designed by Pickles, is back at square one because I realized I had made a Mobius strip instead of a, tank top.
No.
I want a tighter gauge. I like the fabric I get on a 4 millimeter better than the fabric I'm getting on the larger needle. So I'm going to use the smaller needle and I'm just mathing up for my size. So I'm going to get the fabric I want. I'm going to recast on. How am I going to do this and make sure that I don't do this to myself again? It's a patented Jocelyn trick because I am doing a folded hem. I'm going to knit the bottom part of the hem section, like the part that you fold under,
Mm-hmm.
flat.
Mm.
Then I'm going to connect it in the round where the fold is going to be. Then I will knit up in the round because then I can sew up when I attach the hem. I can do it all at once and that's fine. That is what I'm going
Yep.
to do so that I don't have this problem again because that would really irritate me. But we're going to cast on. Probably today while I'm playing Kill Team because we will get set up and we'll start talking. And while I'm waiting for everybody else's turns and stuff to be puzzled out or the terrain to be tweaked, because I'm not barely lackadaisical with the terrain setup. So I will cast on while the boys are doing that, I think, today. Then I can have some roundy knitting. But that's okay. So step one of my summer solstice tank top is backwards, but that's okay. We'll
The
keep
sigh.
going. As soon as I get going on the body, I'm going to feel so much better. But no, I like the fabric better on the 4 millimeter than I got on my 4 millimeter swatch. So we're going to go back to the 4 millimeter. It's fine. I understand what I'm doing. It means I can wear the tank top with just a foundation garment underneath and go.
Yep. Yeah, that'll be nice.
And I
Cause
won't
yeah.
be risking nudity laws in my province. So, which is good because I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Not when I go outside anyway. When I'm inside, what I do in my
I
own
mean, you've got
apartment is
plausible
nobody's business.
deniability that you could be like, "Oh, I had no idea it was so see-through."
I'm blind.
You have plausible deniability. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, while true, not a thing I want to use. Not a thing I want to use. Well, accurate. So, while you let everybody know your first project, I am going to abandon all of you for more lemonade. Because it's
Okay.
hot and I'm thirsty. It's hot and I'm thirsty. I suspect it's the Cobra sweater. Oh God, I hope one of the three projects you worked on was the Cobra sweater.
Yeah. I in fact I'm going to talk about the Cobra sweater right now because that's what I'm working
Which
on
case,
while we.
I really never want to hear about this sweater ever again. I need you to get it done. So I'm going to abandon you. Guys, I'll be back.
So while we record, let's hold over here. I'm working on reknitting the body portion of the Cobra sweater, and yeah, as you can see, it now flares out. The gauge is dramatically different rather than cinching in. The sides now flare out. So the body is going to be significantly, well, maybe not super significantly, but it's going to be hopefully on the slightly loose side instead of now the slightly tight side, because I was foolish and um, tried to do a new knitting technique on the body the first time. That was foolish. She wore it anyway because she's 8 and she didn't care. But now she's going to be here in a week and a half, and I need to have reknit the body of this. So I have this much yarn left to go, which I feel like is doable because I did not just this much in a week, but I also had to unravel it all, which took a hot second. So I feel like if I knit fiendishly, chaotically, no, not chaotically, very, very quickly, I can get this done, probably. And then I have to Kitchener on the bottom portion, which, delightfully, this yarn is very, very sticky, so it hasn't unraveled itself, which I think is going to make the Kitchenering uh, easier. I hope. I don't know. I kind of don't want to unravel it down to the needles where I put them in. I kind of want to kind of want to just leave it and see if I can Kitchener the stitches in place where they are. But I feel like it will be easier for me if I do it where I stuck the needles in. Knit like the wind, yes. I do need to knit like the wind. So once more with feeling, this is the Copperhead Tea by Lucia Blackwell, which I modified to be cobras, and the yarn is Buttercup DK from Fireweed Fiber Co. Use our code NorthernKnits10, that's NorthernKnits10 for 10% off your order. Yeah. Ideally, you'll only hear about this one more time because it will have been given back.
Just, and it's not that I don't love the yarn, and it's not that I don't love the sweater. I'm over
I
it.
know.
I'm over
I'm
it.
also very over it, fear not. But it's doing good.
Like I was looking at my blankets this week, and I was like, I cannot bring myself to discuss my blankets. I can't do it. I can't do it. Not working.
Will the bottom be wide enough to go back on? Yes, because my colorwork tension is my regular tension, which is what my tension is now. The issue was that the colorwork sections were a much looser tension than the body was, because I was dumb. So now what I'm doing is making the body tension the same as the colorwork tension, so everything will be the right size. So instead of the sweater like coming in and going back out, it'll now be straight up and down. That's the theory. Also, she's 8 and won't care that much if it's a little bit wonky.
No.
Also, blocking fixes a lot of problems.
It really does. Blocking is a miracle.
Blocking does many miracles.
It really does. It's just, oh.
So that's what I'm frantically. There we go. Frantically. That's the word I was trying to think of before.
Never even
frantically knitting on this. It might come to the barbecue with me later.
Well, it's roundy roundy, so that's perfect to take to
It is roundy
barbecue.
roundy. I do not have to look at it.
Roundy roundy's perfect for so many situations. So many situations. All right, I guess it's me again, isn't it?
It is you.
While we record today, I'm working on my second Sweet Romance sock. The yarn is by Erin of Fireweed Fiber Co. It's on her Sweet Pea sock base, I believe it is. And I very, very, very slowly continue to make progress up a foot. It's still a long foot, but it's not long enough for me. So, fine. I will make the first sock match the second sock, and there is no way there aren't people in my life that will not be able to fit this sock. There'll be somebody I can give this sock to. I'm not worried about it. However, I have done my toe increases, and I'm done these 3 stitches here. 4 stitches, apparently. I can show you the tiny amount of progress I made while editing this week's video. Because that's when I work on the sock, is when I'm editing. So I might not work on it next week because I don't have any editing to do this week. So here you go. We have a toe, and we have a little foot, and some foot growing up.
Yay, foot.
Yay. As always, the Sweet Romance is this beautiful adult Valentine's Day colorway. I say that because it is a very saturated, kind of fuchsia, dark pink color. Very good color range. And not in the baby pink range, which to me is too light of a pink to be super comfortable with on a high quantity amount of. Nothing wrong with baby pink. It's just not a color for me. That's it. I have too much hair. And I can go back to you.
Knitting Purple was saying you haven't got time to block it. Not before they get here, but they're here for a week. So as long as I can finish it before they get here, there's time to wash it and block it while they're here. It just has to be done, the knitting part, by the time they get here.
I see many afternoons of knitting in the round in your future this week.
Oh, yeah. It also says tonight's Springsteen concert just started.
Oh, yes. It was lovely. May have been chatting with Asa over Discord. Well, on a different Springsteen's concert was playing.
Ah,
They're very loud. Very loud. Concerts
I
are
see.
very loud.
So you don't
So
actually have to go to the concert to hear the concert.
no, normally all you hear is the god awful bass cranked up, but that's all you can hear at the concert anyway. So it was really nice, as Awesome was saying, that you can actually hear the singing,
Ooh,
not just
I finished the row.
eardrum splitting bass going on. I have to stay away from concerts, outside music concerts, inside music concerts, unless it's the symphony. It's too loud and it causes a migraine.
I
But
have
yeah,
started doing the old person thing of wearing earplugs to concerts.
uh, they damage your eardrums, and they can help, deafen you. Why would you voluntarily want to be deaf?
Because the music's good.
If it's
Except it's
that
not
loud,
good when it's that loud.
it's not that good.
I don't know. But yeah, I wear earplugs now. They sound
But if you
better.
were
Like
like
the concert legitimately sounds better.
if you were a reasonable sound ratio, I'm sure the concert would be freaking lovely. But they're too loud. The bars are too loud. Like, it's not enjoyable. It's just loud. Takes away from the joy of the music.
I took the scrappy, stripy striping socks with me to Toronto,
Oh,
and I got a
good.
few rounds done.
Excellent.
And then I made the mistake of using a treat to get my sibling's cat to pose nicely,
Uh-huh.
which I did get a good picture, so that's coming out this week.
Good.
But then the cat decided that this, on the slidey floor with its wires and its strings, was an excellent toy.
Uh-huh. It slides great, don't it?
Yeah. Um, and there was like this pile of spaghetti, and oh boy, does that cat love to eat string. Like the little mousy toys that I make.
Yes.
His toys don't get tails anymore because he just eats them.
My cat can still get tails. I mean, eventually they die and go to the stuffy overlord, because I wake up to stuffing all over my floor. But she's usually beheaded them. That's what she's done. Or she's eviscerated them. She's gone for the guts. But she's not a tail cat per se. She's loved them to death for sure. Two of your smaller cat toys that you've given her are dead.
Dead. Yeah,
They've gone to the great beyond. Uh,
that's fine. They were loved. That's the important part.
they were loved. And she still loves the big ones.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's where that's at. I got a few rows done, and we're striping together two stripings. So this is going to be super duper stripy. It's got all the stripy going on.
So much stripes going on. It's gonna be so good.
This one's
So
going to be
good.
distinctly more in the blue purple vein, whereas the other one was in a blue green kind of vein.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
How you doing with projects? How many you got left?
I've got one.
Oh, geez. Did you count your spinning?
The spinning is in fact the other one.
Why? How? Uh, that's not what I want.
He has two concerts at an arena close to me. I guess I have the same sound as those way in the back. Probably. Liz has 10 rows until the toe of the second sock. Excellent. Suzanne says hearing aids are no fun, especially when you forget to take them out before you have a shower or go to bed.
Oh my goodness.
I bet.
No, that's not a.
I forget to take these little earbuds out sometimes, and then they'll just like, I'll get as far as like the kitchen, I'll be doing something, but then they'll like drop out because they don't stay in very well.
Yeah.
And I'll like drop it out into my almost my whatever drink I'm making. Like,
Yep.
These ones aren't waterproof. I had a pair that were waterproof.
These are not it.
These are not it. So I really don't want to drop these in your coffee, which I have almost done before.
In celebratory news. In celebratory news. Hey, I lied. I have one more project that I think I do. That shouldn't shock us. I always do that to you. So I will do two projects. Because that is how life works for me. I have a finished shawl design. We're not blocked yet,
It is huge. Oh, that's a lot of rain.
but
That's huge. Oh, that's so
look at her.
pretty. I can
But
kind of
look at
see the
her.
moons.
Yeah, with the moons on either side.
Hey, you finally got the moons done the right way.
I know. I have a full moon. They're not weird moons. And it's big and drapey for winter. And you get the moon, and you get the stockinette right up by your neck where you want the stockinette because it's what gets cold. But you have the mesh, so you get some breathability going on. Oh, I'm so happy. And moon motifs. Finally, finally finished the moon motifs. She needs a
Oh, it
wash.
looks
She
so
needs a
good.
box. She needs photos. I'm not going to do a photo shoot in plus 30-degree heat for a winter fall shawl, guys. I'm going
Nope.
to drape it artfully on my mannequin, my dress form, and possibly uh, hanging pretty on a coat rack.
That
That's what we're
seems
going
like
to
an
do
excellent alternative.
for photos and some close-up photos. But here's that red heart sparkle. Like, just look at it. And you get that little band of white and then back into the black at the bottom. Like, it's just with the gradient yarn, it just looks so freaking pretty.
It works so well.
And I didn't have to do any work because the gradient yarn did all the work for me. So, oh, so happy. So happy. So we're done. I've even done the hard part with the publishing, which is the part where you have to fill out all the forms. So
Mm.
it isn't just 2 screens, do your upload, publish. It's like 8 to 9 screens on every location you post to. So there's 9 or 12 screens on Ravelry to get through to get to the point where you're allowed to upload photos. Then you're allowed to publish the pattern. Then you're allowed to upload your PDF. That is how Ravelry works.
Okay, sure.
Lovecraft, no less complicated. Etsy, no less complicated. But the patterns go up there too. So I have done the paperwork part. I chose to do that yesterday because I wanted to take the photos today while the mysterious Mr. B is here to help me with lighting and stuff. Because he'll have a far better ability to look through the camera and get the right angle. So rather than having to take like 50 photos, I should be able to do it like 2 or 3,
Right.
which saves me a lot of sorting afterwards. So things are happening. I'm hoping to get it posted, probably not till Monday. I wanted to get it done for yesterday. I ran out a day. And then went, no, I'd love to have a second set of eyeballs on my photos. So I'll probably delay releasing it till Monday. But that's okay. We have a pattern and it's done. It's off my
Excellent.
plate, which means I can put all of my focus into the Endless Summer Adventure carding. Get that finished.
Chat loves your shawl.
There. It's pretty and it's sparkly, and I want it to be fall.
Gotta get through summer first.
Summer started in May, and it's just not died. It's just I've already had
It's only the beginning of July. You still have to make it through August and like part of
our
September.
third part of September. Try into October these days, dear. It's not your high school years anymore.
Yeah, fair. Well, because I just haven't been there in a few years, you know?
It hasn't
I know what it
changed
is around here.
that
But
drastically. We were having heat waves well into the heart of September, early October when you left, and it's not gotten any better. But everyone's like, oh, but it's not how it is usually. I'm like, yeah, your usual is 15 years ago. Catch up.
I definitely remember snowsuits for trick or treating in October.
There
And
haven't
I
been
was like,
snowsuits for trick or treating in a long while
raincoats.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It was I think my niece wore a snow pants twice when she trick or treated. It's really not, unless you're super little, it's really not a thing anymore. And by super little I mean under 3, and in which case you're not trick or treating, your parents are.
True.
Yeah. But for the age, which is like 4 through like 12, which is like really when trick or treating should be occurring, You don't see them in snowsuits. You don't see them in coats anymore. It just doesn't. So it hasn't been a thing for many years. But as a child, oh yeah, even when I moved down here, we still had kids in snowsuits down here. I mean, I absolutely wore a snowsuit when I trick or treated up north, guys. October on Baffin Island, we already had feet of snow, feet of snow. But I've been seeing less and less snow, less and less cold, more and more summer, year in year out. It gets hotter faster and it stays hotter longer.
I'm sure the plants are happy about it.
Doubt it. You need the rains in the spring for good crops.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
So there we go. All right, we have all of that. I have spinning left.
I also have spinning left. Why?
I could talk about my Nightshade Society sweater, but I literally finished the collar, guys. I finished the hem or the the collar. I did half an inch of 1x1 ribbing. That's it. That's all I did on it.
It could wait till next week then.
So I will leave it. We can talk about our spinning.
Susanna asks, "Did you hear about the tornado here in Alberta?"
I did. Yes, it was on the news.
That's exciting. I did not hear about the tornado in Alberta. Well, I mean, I guess
Had a
I
couple
have
of had a couple of potential touchdowns here in the province. It's been big because tornadoes, which weren't a thing when I was a child down here, are now a thing. Are now a thing.
They weren't not a thing. They just weren't a very common thing.
They're a common thing now. I did so little spinning yesterday.
Oh, apparently 2 houses got destroyed. Ooh, that's...
Yeah, no, they made the news. Pretty big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's scary stuff.
Right up there after the international stories about the police and riots in France still.
Hmm. We had a stabbing in Waterloo.
I mean, like, that sounds
That was my news for, yeah. I was a little distracted by that news. Because I was on the UW campus, which is, like, just a few blocks away. I'm like, do I need to be concerned? And it looks like, as long as I'm not in a gender studies class, there is no need for concern.
Yeah, that made the news. Didn't even think about it. You live near people. Of course, you're at risk.
Well, yeah.
All right.
People are the worst. We'll just go live in a cabin in the woods, off-grid. Raise llamas and whatever. No, alpacas.
You'll
Raise
be
alpacas
raising
and make sweaters.
chickens and pigs. You might be able to do a couple of sheep.
In my little cottage fantasy, it can be whatever I want.
Okay. I want pigs. Big pot-bellied pigs. They're incredibly smart creatures. The only problem is I'm not that fond of pork. So I don't know how I would balance out the need for animal proteins with not that fond of pork. So probably wouldn't own pigs. I definitely would own chickens because I eat chicken. Definitely would own sheep because I eat sheep. Bison are way too big. Way too big. Cows
We
are a
just
lot.
figure out how to breed teacup bison.
Cows are a lot, but I probably could do like a cow or two. Because you have them for years. And then you slaughter them, so you get dairy cows. Well, dairy cows and meat cows are different cows. Female cows, and then you have to worry about trying to find someone to have bring you a male stud so you can breed the cows. It's a lot of work to live off the grid. I'm happy going to the grocery store.
I know, but I can have my little cottage fantasy.
That's right.
I started reading a book this morning.
Living in Ireland in a small cottage just outside of a town because I can. Or Scotland.
That'd be lovely.
I think that would be great. They
Diana
still
will
have
her own
people in
Stardew
problems.
Valley in the woods. Yeah, basically.
Where she doesn't farm. Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds about right. Where I'm a couple of acres over
Well, see,
farming for her.
I'll complete the community center and I'll get the Junimos to do it for me.
Yep. Why not?
I started reading this book, Legends and Lattes, and I was promised a cozy fantasy, and boy, is it cozy.
Cozy?
But it's
Okay.
led me to a stupid pun,
Oh
because
no.
it's about an orc opening a cafe.
Okay.
And so the thought crossed my mind, you could open like a cottagecore fairy themed cafe, and it would be Caf Fae,
Oh
FAE.
no. Oh, you should not be left alone for any length of time.
It's my pun, and I'm proud of it. So this is my other little fantasy in my head now is
Okay.
cafe.
Okay. Oh God. The
Yeah,
funny thing is, like, yeah, no, I could see that being a thing.
right?
I could totally see that being a thing. Next time you're in town, can we go to the cat cafe near my apartment?
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
We need to go somewhere and pet other cats
Yes.
so that my cat can be super offended at both of us. Imagine the cut direct we'll get when we come home smelling like other cats. Oh, we will be in so much trouble.
Oh, it was
Oh,
so
we will be in
grounded.
so much trouble. We will be so grounded.
Asa's
So
complaining that
grounded.
the Junimo I made her doesn't work. He forgets to water the plants.
The Jumino Diana made me just lives in the cat toy bin now because she hunts it down when it isn't in the cat toy bin and she takes it to the cat toy bin. It's hers. So like I don't even get to keep my Jumino.
If I made another
She's
one, would the
kinded.
same thing happen?
I don't know, maybe not. But I'm willing to try. In the realm of spinning, Diana did some spinning
I did do some
on
spinning
our
yesterday. You
Canada
can in
Day
fact watch
live.
me fail at some spinning.
Yeah. I split some yarn, so I pre-drafted the stuff. So this is the half of the braid I didn't pre-draft. I just rebraided it. It's called Creeping Darkness by Crafty That Way. Am I remembering that correctly? I
I
hope
think
so.
that's what we determined.
Yeah, we saw her at the Fiber Frolic, the Edmonton Fiber Frolic, which is now Gathering Threads, last November, and it was yeah. This has got Stellina and it's super wash merino, and I love it. And did I start spending with it? No. Did I watch the videos yesterday that I was supposed to watch so that I could start? Absolutely not. Will I do it today? I mean, maybe. I mean, worst case scenario, I'll do what I did yesterday, which is do some job spending on the stuff I already have. Because I did 10 minutes of job spindling out of this bag, which has got two 50-gram bats for 100 grams total from Erin of Fireweed Fiber Co. I don't remember. I think this is like one of her lilac lavender colorways. Anyway,
There we go.
I'm working through my first bat. I'm not sure how I feel about bats. I love them, like I love the feel of them. I'm not sure how much I like spinning from them. So we're still undecided about that. But well, Diana talks about hers. I'm gonna look up the color for mine.
There. I just put mine into a. Whoops. I've got hair all over it. I just put mine into a braid so that I can actually fit it all on screen and you can kind of see what all the colors are.
Oh, good.
So this is how much I got left of my Polwarth in the colorway Prospero from Cloud9 Fiberworks. It's like a deep plummy purple. I don't. It's almost like a reddish purple. Anyway, a very very deep purple into a very very deep navy tealy blue. It's dark and moody, and it's a little challenging to spin. It doesn't want to draft nicely. Because yeah, it I like it's all right. But I'm getting a reasonably consistent spin, which is impressive given that I didn't spin on this for like 2 years. So you can see at this end is the stuff I was spinning like last time, like 2 years ago, and then this is the stuff I was spinning yesterday, and it's pretty consistent. I think the stuff yesterday was maybe a little thicker, but you know
That's
what? I
okay.
don't care. It's getting done. That's the important part. It's so satisfying to watch it wind onto the ball. Why is that so satisfying?
I don't know, but it is.
And this is my electric eel wheel. I believe this is the second edition. So I got this as a Kickstarter quite a few years ago now. And further iterations of the eel wheel have improved. But there is absolutely nothing wrong with this one. The tensioning system is a little... eh. But besides that, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It is small and light, and it works. And I feel like if anything ever broke on it, I could probably fix it myself because there's not a lot going on. And it was very affordable.
I like those Kickstarter wheels. They're a great way to make things approachable.
So in theory, the spin is also done by the time children leave, because in theory, this goes in the car with them to come to Jocelyn.
Jocelyn's hoping.
And if that doesn't work, I still have the box that it was initially mailed to me in, so you might be getting a box.
You know, I would not be shocked. I don't know. It's some color, guys. I can't find the color. But I got a whole 50-gram bat to go once I'm done this one. All right. On the bright side, we kicked off Tour de Please. I'm going to try to do my 10 minutes of spinning today when we're done this. I'm hoping to have a good time. All right, let's do some craft off. Craft off talk.
Craft off. All right, I gotta put this down.
How'd you do on last month's project?
So my last month's project was to finish is overly ambitious, but make as much progress as possible on the Shawlography by Stephen West.
Yes, and you were definitely a progress.
I made good progress. Honestly, I was so into the Craft Off project this month. Probably to the detriment of getting the Cobra sweater done on time.
Okay.
But I was very, very into it. So, as a refresher, when I started this month, I had finished just like the first wedges. How's the best way to hold this up? Here we go. I had finished just like up to this bit. So then I did all of this bit. These I-cord loops. These I-cord loops took me, this row, the one row took me the better part of a week. And I swear, 8 Buffy the Vampire Slayer episodes. Like... And it doesn't help that I kept getting about a quarter of the way through the row and then realizing I was doing it wrong and having to undo the row.
Yes.
But even when I finally started doing it right, it still took days. I don't like this I-cord loopy row. I'm never doing that again.
Oh, Lord. So funny. It's just, when that came out and I didn't do that one and I saw the I-cord loops, I went, oh, thank heavens. I chose to opt out this year.
Anyway, so this is how far I did get, and I love how it's going, and I'm going to keep working on it. I'm very motivated to work on it. I just, have a Cobra sweater to do right now.
It's true, you do.
But it's beautiful, and I love the colors, and my nails even, accidentally match this, purpley color.
Oh, nice.
So, that is where that's at. It's not done.
Not bad. That's fine. We both said progress, right? Did we both say progress?
Looks a little bit like the Dilophosaurus from Jurassic Park.
I mean, it does now. I hadn't gone there on my own, but now that you've demonstrated with your head, yes, that is exactly what that looks like.
I'm a dinosaur. Rawr!
Of course you are, my dear. Of course you are. My goal is to make some progress or finish, I can't remember, my Summer Breeze crochet cardigan tag cardigan from Hey Crochet with Carrie. I have been making slow progress on my back panel, so I have more back panel done.
Excellent.
I'm in fact we're about over halfway done my back panel now. So I was way down at the bottom because it took forever to do the ribbing for me to figure out that with linen, a half double crochet rib works a lot better than a single crochet rib because of the looseness of linen, right? So this is how breezy this is. Because I know you guys can see me through these beautiful shells.
That's so
But just look
pretty.
at it. We're not washed, we're
Oh,
not blocked, and we're already this open, and we're already this drapey.
it's gonna be gorgeous when it's done.
The downside is with all back panels, this is the part that takes me absolutely the longest. The front panels and the sleeves will fly by, but for whatever reason, it's like Sleeve Island for me when I'm knitting. The back panel of a crochet project takes so long for me. It's me. It doesn't actually take that. It's me. It's all me. I know it's all me. But we made some progress. I'm very proud of my progress.
Good progress.
Looks good. And I continue to work on this because, as early noted, it's not like the summer heat's going away anytime soon, so I've still got time. I am using some indigo linen from Barocco. They come in these now sadly dilapidated 50-gram balls. We've
Mm-hmm.
seen better days. But I work on it. I am somewhat limited sometimes with my vision because it is a darker colored yarn. So there's that. But it looks so good.
It's gonna look amazing when it's done.
And I already
I mean,
told
it looks
mommy
pretty
no.
great right now, but
I already told mommy no. If she wants one of her own, we'll buy linen for her, but this is mine. My linen cardigan. But I will make her a linen cardigan. We'll just have to go buy some linen for it. Because I like this linen. And this is linen you got me. I'm into
oh
my
yeah,
third
from that
50-gram
yarn sale.
ball. Yeah, from the yarn sale. So I'm into my third 50-gram ball. So yeah, I gotta be close to finished. It takes about 150 to 200 grams to do the back panel because it's a drop shoulder. So you also got like a chunk of the shoulder you're also working on too.
Yeah.
I'm excited and I can't wait. I got to use, weirdly enough, while my knitting is super tight, my crochet is fairly standard. So I'm using the 5 millimeter hook as recommended in the pattern for the weight of yarn that I'm using. So, ooh,
Hmm.
also, that doesn't happen to me very often. Ooh, hello, hello, people are texting me.
So craft off this month. What were your options?
I still want to make those cotton pajamas, so I'm doing it. So I posted a picture of all of the balls of yarn, which was the some sort of bloom blossom. Anyways, a number 4 weight medium worsted crochet cotton from Karen Cotton Cakes. So all the same colorway. Words are important, and I don't know what they are. And I said my vote was going to I'm making it. Do I start with the tank top first or the crochet bottoms, which are capris? And then Diana told me that she was checking the Instagram comments, and all she saw was capri showing up. I was very confused.
I didn't realize he'd posted yet, and my phone's just lighting up with all these comments, and just every time it's like capris. I'm like, what?
Capris for what?
Why is my phone yelling capris at me?
What did you post?
My options were so I was just decided I'm making the caged halter top by on YouTube. She's made by Bjax.
Yeah.
So I just decided I'm making that because that's all I've got time for this month. But the options were off-white yarn, like I made
Yeah.
my last halter top out of,
Okay.
or marling together some fingering weight blue yarn that I have a whole
Okay.
bunch of blue ends, like half balls and whatever left over from whatever. And universally, unanimously across 2 platforms, I'm marling the blue fingering weight yarn.
They're not letting you do boring old white now, are they?
No, I'm marling together. I'm marling together my blue fingering weight yarns, maybe going into some purples, whatever kind of blue, gray, purpley, this sort of
Color
vibe.
range. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if this is going to be enough yarn. Honestly, I might have to go find more, but this is just what was immediately visible. So
In
I'm marling
the
this together, and hopefully it'll be like a denim-y effect.
in the realm of blue, gray, purple, you have options.
I have options. I even have more full skeins if I need that.
Yeah, I'm not worried
So
about it.
yeah, I'm not worried about it either. That's why I picked blue, because I'm like, oh, I have all of these ends and all of those ends, and oh, I have all these full skeins. We're good.
Well, it'll also in the pattern give you like a yardage or gram suggested.
So it's a free YouTube tutorial.
Okay, so you might not get that
So
information.
I took a guess based on the type of yarn that she used, knowing that she made a smaller size.
Okay,
But it's also supposed to be worsted weight, hence marling together fingering weight.
yes. Ooh,
So I'm making a halter top, which I'm confident that I can actually completely finish because the last halter top took me like a weekend.
yeah, you blew through that really quick.
Yeah, I kind of hurt myself doing that, so I don't want to do it quite like that. I want to take a week, not a weekend. But it
I
means I don't have to worry about it right away.
I fell down a YouTube channel video watching hole of a lady who just does vintage crochets projects.
Oh, I think I also recently found her.
Well, we
Yeah,
follow
I
her
know.
now, so she's going to show up in her feed a lot.
I want to dig up ancient patterns and try making them.
Did you see the mystery crochet project?
That's how I actually found it.
I want to do that challenge. I want to just randomly do that challenge. We
You get to
have
crochet a thing.
yeah, but you don't know what you're
Don't know what
making.
it is.
You gotta follow the instructions. Yikes. I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be challenging. I think not right now. Okay.
Yeah, that's a later game.
For my voting, guys, nobody voted tank top. I think Diana Joke voted for tank top or said she was gonna joke for tank top, just so that tank top had a vote. Making crochet pants. Technically capris. I'm using the free pattern of the velour. Hang on, I have a title for it, but I gotta shrink us. Hang on, we need to be regular size frame so I can pull up my other stuff, and then I can go way back in my tabs, like back in my tabs. The knitting, or sorry, knit crow addict. So KNITCROADDICT, knit crow addict, made a pattern for velvet crochet pants. It's a pattern. It says get funky. I am not making it out of velour.
You're not going to be
Yarn.
that funky?
I'm not going to be that funky. I am going to take the pant pattern, and I'm going to make, because it's a worsted 4-weight yarn, and I'm going to make them into capris instead of full pants. So everything else about it is staying the same. I'm simply making them shorter than even required in the pattern, because in the pattern length required for would be like flood pants on me anyway. So just making it a few inches shorter and calling them capris. And I will be doing it with the number 4 cotton cake yarn. The hope is to have a matching set. So I would like to be done these by the end of the month, because I've never made crochet shorts capris before. But like the hardest part has to be the waistband section. That is just going in the round down your legs.
I suspect it's a lot of just in the round.
It's probably just a lot of in the round, which I can totally do on a 4-stitch fairly quickly. So in a not dark colorway, guys. Trick here is this is
Ooh.
not a dark yarn, so it's not going to be hard for me to see where my stitches need to go. So I would like to say I'm going to have the capris done by the end of this month. For sure, progress, ideally a finish. We'll see how it goes.
Going for that
But
finished
that's,
halter top.
you said finished.
I did. Well, the last one happened in a weekend, so I feel
It's
fairly
true.
confident saying finish.
It's true, it did. Ooh, you know what else I have to look up on my phone?
What?
Your word.
I have words. Oh
You
no.
have
It's
words.
time for the unscripted Patreon ad. It is
We've
so wet
reached that
outside. I
time of
don't
the
know if this
day.
barbecue is barbecuing.
Might not be. Do, 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 do. You got rescued. Words were sent to me. Now I just wish that I could get the font to be bigger than it is. It was really large, and then my phone updated and it all got to just regular large, which is not mega large, which is not large enough for me. Reading is hard.
I totally forgot to get some trivia questions for you, so if chat wants to help me out and give me some trivia questions.
Hey, I can make out the word fam. That's going to be your word.
Fan?
Fam. Fan. Because I
Like,
can make that word out.
fan of a celebrity or
Blows
like hand
blows air,
fan,
fam.
blows air fan?
Yeah.
Okay. A
I
blows
was
air
asked
fan.
what species of ice cream did I want.
Species? I
He
wasn't
said
aware of
species. I was so confused because I had the notification at the top and said, "What species did you want?" So I had to open up and look. It's ice cream. What species of ice cream do I want?
I wasn't aware ice cream was a living thing that had species.
I didn't know it had species either. Uh, so while you do that, I'm going to reply with my preferred species of ice cream from the grocery store.
Uh, um, fan, right. Um, if for some reason you would like to support these shenanigans, um, in a financial capacity, you may do so at patreon.com/northernitspodcast. Any level of support gets you access to our patron-only Discord server where, can I say, our fans hang out? That's the word fan, right? That feels weird though. I feel really like arrogant saying, "Oh, our fans hang out in our Discord." This is weird. No,
How do
I
you
can't
spell
do it.
Briars? The Briars ice cream?
I think it's with a Y.
Yeah, but where do you put the Y?
Where you think the I should go. Sort of
That's
like
cute.
Brian, but Briar.
Briar?
Discord.
That
Yeah.
doesn't look right.
I actually have no
Guys,
idea
that was a bad use of the word fan.
where fans become friends. Oh, Susanna says it's Bryers.
Bryers. Oh, that looks right.
Chat's helping with me with my ad spot now. This is great.
Good, but let's crowdsource this. I have no idea how I would have put fan into the sentence structure.
What else? We also do monthly e-knit-ins on Zoom. The next one of those is going to be, I want to say, on the 22nd, as I pull up a calendar. Yes, on the 22nd. And we have some extra content that comes out somewhat sporadically.
We never
Go
know.
check it out.
We never know. As always, budgets are a real life thing. You can't financially support liking, subscribing, and interacting with us here on YouTube and on Instagram. It is a great way to show us what you're working on. Other things that generally happen from month to month are whip sprints, which are the last Saturday of the month. If you're a Patreon member, the signups are currently open right now for the fall yarn or fiber swap and for the Christmas Advent swap. So those will remain open till the 15th of July. If you've been eyeballing the idea of joining us on Patreon, there is, hey, you could join us for this year if you would like to do so. And what else we got going on? I think that's it. We've got the summer solstice going, which is fine. That's going to run till the fall equinox. Then we have, I'm live with Louise this Thursday because it'll be the monthly check-in for that craft off. We can see how well I've done with my capelet because we're in a capelet off. She's got thicker yarn, so I don't know how this is going to go because I think she's making hers out of worsted.
Oh dear. She might have
That's
more
fine.
capelet.
Fine. It's fine. I will live. In the end, I will have a capelet when I'm done, and that's the part that matters. What else do we have going on? I don't think we have anything else on our plates for the moment. Oh, it's relaxing. It's July. It's Tour de Fleece. It's Christmas in July. Things are happening. My family has to get Christmas requests for handcrafted items in this month, so all is well. And I think that's it. I think we're good.
Should get all my Christmas requests from my family.
Yes, July is the best month to do it because then you've actually got time to make things. If they ask for stuff like
Smart.
socks and things, it has. If you would like to have a choice, you have to have it to me before the middle of July. Otherwise, you get whatever I decide you're going to have this year. Unless you're my sister and you're okay with things arriving very, very late. My sister is.
Yep.
So she's allowed to do it later because she's fine opening up an empty box Christmas Day with a note saying you didn't put the request in on time. And to which she replies, no, I did not. It's totally. Also, half done projects will get wrapped up and given to her, and she just returns the box to me and goes, "Well, I didn't ask till October, so really, you did great with what time you had." You understand? If you don't get it to me in July, it's not going to be an FO.
Yep.
It's not how it works. All right. I've been giving chat some time to find some quiz questions for me. I bomb these every time, guys. I know so little about history, and it's my degree. I know so little about history.
Well, there's a lot of history.
It's a ton of history. There's so much history. But
I'm actually not seeing any trivia questions in chat, so you might get off without trivia questions.
It's not my
because
job.
That's on me. I did not look up any trivia questions. I will make a note for myself for next month to get trivia questions.
Hey, I'm willing to do it. I'm not going to do the legwork. On the bright side,
Jude says no quiz questions here, just wonton wrapper recipe videos.
Oh my god, so good. Okay, guys, until the next time we see you, which for you guys will be next Wednesday, I'm going to say I'm Jocelyn.
And I'm Diana.
And no matter where your week takes you, don't forget to knit.
Don't forget to knit.
Well, except for Stardew Valley. Because we definitely need to play Stardew Valley.
Yes.
I need to get ready. Boys are coming over.
Okay, I gotta go to the store to get potatoes to make potato salad.
Step Bye, guys.
One. Okay.
Step
Bye.
one.